Welcome back to Vintage Story Mystic Wins, where I am in the process of building quite a complicated build. I normally do a lot of smithing and building behind the scenes because I do tend to build organically. This means that I don't have a creative world where I decide what to build and then copy it into a survival world. I take a place and I take what I want to have within a build, and then I build organically round it. This leads to a lot of toing and froing and different decision making. Now, I don't know whether any of you are interested in the sort of decisions I go through, but I thought I would put up a video showing you how I build and how I make decisions, with of course a bit of smithing as well. There's nothing nicer than having a fast-to-helve hammer. I am processing iron at the moment. I'm also processing copper in here. It's quite a lot of copper, but it's processing, and my iron is processing well with the odd bit of help from me. Not too much, just a little bit. Here we go. It's like a production line here, and when you get a fast helve hammer, it really is. I mean, this isn't the fastest you can get, but I managed to process 4 bars of iron so far. Got 3 there. How are we doing up here? So I'm running to and fro between these two things trying to sort this out, but I think this is looking good, and I like the configuration I've got here rather than 3 in a row. It's a lot easier. I'm not doing much, just the odd tap. Let's get you going, gets another one on here. I mean, while the wind's going, we might as well do this. Are we ready yet? No. Come on. As I stand here in the shadow of the flames and the smoke. Come on. There we go. Right. How satisfying is this? Oops. Wow, the wolves are howling in unison tonight. Wow, that's a lot of copper. Okay, let's sort that out. All right, here we go. Uh-oh. Well, I will continue here with the fires of hell. Well, I am in the middle of two projects at the moment. Firstly, I am looking at this roof and how far it should go in this direction. And I think the only way I'm going to be able to tell is to take the trees down that are in front of the building, because I keep trying to dodge the trees to have a look at them. I'm not sure whether taking it out the whole length will be too much. The other alternative is to pull the end out where I've got the forge, which would come out by 3. Take it out where the forge is. I think that might look very, very good. And then that would give a sort of balance to the front of the house. I'm debating on that. I'm also debating on putting in bay windows in this section. 3 bay windows would look very nice there. So that's a project that's ongoing. And the roof also, if you look up here, whoa, here we go. There we are. I've put the crystals that we've got. We found green and we managed to swap for purple. So I've put those up in this windowsill to catch the light, as one would do with crystals, and the roof will now extend across here. And therefore this will be an area where we can do things like dyeing and forming clay and things. It will give us a lot of room. I am halfway through making some clay vessels here, and I've got some clay that is boiling up at the moment. Now the roof length format, and indeed the actual scope of the end of it, is being very much determined on the sort of form follows function idea. Let me just pop that down there. And let's just turn that off. There we go. In that I want to make sure that I have enough room here, but also lay things out. I have got now 3 sets of transmission and clutches. One here for the Helve hammer, one here for the quern, and one over here which works the pulverizer. Now under the quern I should find that we've now got salt, not a lot, but we do have salt. I mean I ran out of copper, and the reason I've been making so many copper bars over here is that I want to put in a 3rd hopper here, and also I want to put in a chest with a feed which will take a vertical chute. And that means making 2 chutes. So I need 3 copper plates for the hopper, and I need 2 ingots for the vertical chute. So I have enough copper. There is no shortage of copper. Right, so that is all set up now. And we have a little bit of salt in our hand to salt some vegetables. I have started to salt vegetables over here. Yes. Let's take some more here. Right. Excellent. So we now have some salted vegetables which will last just that bit longer. And in here, this chest and this chest are almost full of flax. I am desperately looking for places to get rid of flax. Yeah, some of my earlier vegetables did not make it, but we will make rot. It's horrid, isn't it? But nonetheless, that's what will happen. Okay, let's get that rot going. And I am inundated with rot, as I think one gets at a certain stage in the game. Now the windmill may be going slowly, but it doesn't matter. Let's put the gear in. There we go. That will turn the quern, and we'll put that in there. And frankly, it doesn't matter how fast or slow the wind's going, as long as it's turning, it will process my salt, which is brilliant. So that's underway there. Now, looking at this, I just feel that if I could take this out by 1, it would be immensely helpful. It would just enable me to get round the machinery. So if we have a look at that proportion, and this is what I do all the time, guys, build on the fly, I am working on 5, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 6, and that's 5, right. How much is here? How much would it be? It would be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 7. Which is as I planned it. So that would in effect be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that would work. That would work. Right, I think the time has come to grab my shears and take down the silver birches temporarily at the front, because they do look good. It's a bit better. Now let's have another look. Yeah, I'm not sure about that idea. The other alternative is not to take it out quite so much. What have I done on the other side? I think the other side is still work in progress. This is the sort of havering I go through all the time when I'm building. And it's amazing I even get a result at all. Now that side just goes straight out. And that's going out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Unlucky. Ooh. So that's 13. Yeah, I wouldn't want to bring it out that much. So we've got 3, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, it's a bit far. I don't like that. I don't like that idea at all, actually. Having tried that, that is going to be far too obtrusive. I really like the front at the moment, and I don't want to mess it up. I am minded, look at Laurie's castle, to put obviously silver birch at this end. I don't know what's, oh right. Let's have another look at it. We could certainly come out, we could come out as a bay window. Welcome back to Vintage Story, and I'm playing on the Mystic Wind server, and I've just been making some pots using Tell's Bricklayers mod, which is pretty fantastic and gives you all sorts of gorgeous colours. I really wish that this coloured clay was in the game. It would be extremely nice. Let's put these little pots in, and then I'm just going to fire them in the pit kilns. It's now January, so we are at the coldest point of the year, and I'm going to have to watch my heat in that I mustn't assume that I'm going to be okay. I don't have warm, I have clothes on obviously, I'm not going commando, but I don't have warm clothes on, and that's a slight difference. Now I am at the moment making my first batch of green clay, so I'm working with blue. So far I've worked with blue, pink and purple, but you can see how much winter has arrived here. It is far colder just to the north of me. I am absolutely delighted with this climate, because to the north of me you can see it's colder all around Laurie's beautiful castle that's coming up. It's much, much colder. To the south of me apparently there's fog and rain, so I'm actually doing pretty well in this place just here. I seem to have found a Goldilocks climate that is cold enough but not too cold. But my tree is not looking good. Don't tell me I've had another tree die in that space. I believe that may have died. It is a dead tree. I am so tired. See, my orange tree lives on the other side, but this orange tree has died. Well, I don't think that's going to come back to life. Dang it. This side of the build obviously is just that bit colder than the other side. Now, as you know, I have been havering about this part of my build, quite rightly, because this is not ideal. Having to leap across here. And I have decided that form follows function. Now, this is the center point. I am going to take this out by 2. So we're going to go, just want to count this, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that only 4? Surely not. How wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 9 wide. So we want to go out another 2 to make it 6 wide. And I think that's got to happen. So what I'm going to do is, where's the center point? Roughly there. Right, 1, yeah. So we'll do, we'll sort out the underneath bit later. But I'm going by the principle that form follows function. Yeah. I have to go around in the front door now. That's absolutely fine. Here we go. Wow, I must watch my temperature today. I'm okay at the moment. Right, and my clothes are in reasonable condition. So if we take it out by 2 on that side, now the question is, where will the 2 go to? We've got these 3 windows. I think I quite like the 3. Let's have a look. Yeah, I like the 3. So that's what we will do. It'd look a lot better if I just put some extra windows in here. Extra windows, extra blocks. Right, we'll have to go back in through the front door again. I don't want to add any sort of leeway for the drifters to come in here. So let's come back in here. And I like the 3 windows. So, and that means that this, yeah. Yeah, can't get that on. Six from there. No, I think that's going to work. I think now. I think we would actually want it there. How would that look as a bay window? Huge, but possible, I think. I think that would work. I think that would work very well. Yeah, that one would need to come down, and that would make it look better. I think the only thing we can do here is just try this, and if we don't like it, then we'll amend it. That's the beauty, isn't it, of building stuff where you can just rebuild it. It's not like building one's house at home, whereas if you build in the real world and you don't like it, you're pretty well stuck with it. You can't just tear stuff down and start again. It does not work like that. Is that going to be all right? It's a tad large. I wonder how many it is inside. I bet it's even. Let's go and have a look. I think I might shut the door against the howling of the wolves. But already taking this line out is the right thing to do, I know. Now, how many is this? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Dang it. Oh. Dang it. Ah. Wow. Let's pop that one back. Okay. I need to see this in daylight and to think about it. In the meantime, no matter how much glass I make, I always seem to need more. And I've just about enough charcoal here. Uh-oh. Just a little bit more than I need. Good. Okay, let's get some more glass going. So we've got pit kilns going, we've got bloomeries going. I'm not processing metal at the moment because I'm sort of building around it, so it's an unhelpful thing to do when you're trying to build around it. Good, that looks all right. And what we do not need is this here, right under a lantern. We will put it there. Just spread the light out a bit more. I'm starting to build up quite a lot of compost due to rot. So what I'm going to try to do is to make some high fertility soil. Now I think that the recipe is to surround a block, and that doesn't make terra preta, but that does make some very good soil. So I think we will make as much of this as we can, and then we will put this in some of our farms. Nice, that's 18 high fertility soil. I'm liking that. That's a very good thing to do, I think. Now, some of the areas where I've got medium soil, I will replace it with high fertility soil when it's light. Everything is when it's light. I have been given the most wonderful rock, and I just want to have a quick look at it. It's this one. Now, I believe that this is a chiseled block. So, oh my word. Oh my goodness, that's pretty. Now, I've checked the tells, we can't make tiles, but isn't that pretty? So it's cinnabar in andesite. How gorgeous. What can I do with this? Could I make it into pillars, I wonder? How much have I got? I've got 10 altogether. And this is kimberlite. Ooh. And I've got 2 lots of marble. Oh my goodness, Mosquito's been generous. That is stunning. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got enough for 2 pillars. I could put it on either side of the kitchen. I'm not sure it goes. I could use it for this. I could surround a door with it. Oh my goodness. I don't know which way to jump on this at the moment. I think this is one, when I finish building, I think I need to have a little bit more of a look at all that. Okay. Good, let's have a look. I think the bay window idea is going to work. Whether I surround it with half slabs or whether I actually surround it with the silver birch is a different matter. I think it works like that. But I do think I need to scope out that corner first. I think I may stick with the 6 actually. I'm quite liking the look of it. It's going to be a very big window. It might be out of proportion to the others, and it is certainly going to be higher. I have to be very careful. I do tend to build very big windows because I like a lot of light. Yeah, that one is 4 high, so it wouldn't be too out of kilter, but it's 3 wide. Let's just see if we can sort out this bit at the back here. Let's just check how that would look if we did put silver birch down the middle, because it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could put silver birch down the middle. Now, how would that look in terms of doing that? Just getting this window right is going to take... Yeah, I think that's going to actually do it. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's try it. Unless we get it sorted out, we're not going to know. We can always move it back if we don't like it. But I have a feeling it's going to work better if we just move it in by a little bit, so that we have bay windows, but not a sort of... Let's try it. Right, let's see how that looks. Have we now got that right? Sometimes taking something down in size. Yeah, that is much better. That works. That works. Yes. Good. So I think we can work on that basis. We might get that a bit more supported. It looks a bit sort of floaty, doesn't it? I mean, bay windows tend to be floaty. Now, should that corner be flat or stick out? I'm definitely going to have to underpin this with something, I think. But at the moment, we're just scoping out. So so that is the 5 there. Yeah, that works, that works, that works. And then we would want 2 there. So guys, that's why I cut a lot of my building processes out. The thing is, I absolutely love fiddling out buildings, and I have enjoyed enormously the build here. I started with just the idea of one sort of long house, but gradually all the sort of little bits and pieces and nooks and crannies have added themselves, and I to and fro and to and fro and to and fro over the walls and the roof and this and that and the other, and I love it. But you can see why I do cut a lot of it out. Bye bye guys, see you in the next video.